Whales and sunset, can't think of a much better combination. Super keen to get on the boat, get out there, find some whales. G'day guys, JJ here, and thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm super excited to be able to share. I'm heading on a 10-day road trip up the Queensland coast. Gonna be able to show you some absolutely unreal spots. Gonna be exploring and showing you some of the most amazing things you can do on the Fraser Coast, the Southern Great Barrier Reef, the Capricorn Coast. Got a pretty jam-packed itinerary, and the first leg of the trip was from the Gold Coast up here to Hervey Bay. It was a little over 4 hours to get here today, and the main reason I'm in Hervey Bay, guys, is because I'm here to go whale watching. It is one of the best places in the entire world to see whales. Got a few cruises planned and super keen to get out there on the water. The bay behind me here is a sanctuary for whales. These guys will actually stop here during their migration, spend a bit of time recuperating, recovering. The boat's leaving pretty soon, so I think it's time to get off the beach here, head over to the wharf and get out there and see some whales. Cool, so just arrived down at the wharf or pier or whatever you call it, and it's time to check in for the Whale Watch cruise. So it turns out I was wrong both times. It's not a pier, it's not a wharf, it's a marina. I'm heading down to the marina shortly to board with whale song cruises, and the reason I picked to go with these guys is because they do a late afternoon cruise that should go all the way through till sunset. So whales and sunset, can't think of a much better combination. Super keen to get on the boat, get out there on the water, find some whales. Now I had a friend who came out on her whale watching cruise here in Hervey Bay just yesterday, and she's just sent me a message. Recommend you take your seasick tablets. She knows I'm notorious for getting seasick, so bottoms up.
Hervey Bay is a whale sanctuary like no other. Hundreds of humpback whales take a little pit stop here during their southern migration. They rest, recuperate, socialise, breed, and often give birth here before returning down to Antarctica. Humpback whales can grow to be 16 metres long and up to 30 tonnes, making them one of the largest animals on the planet, and you certainly feel small when they pull up beside you. As expected, we came across some whales pretty quickly, and it was a trio, 2 males and a female. One of the males was being a bit of a third wheel and soon turned his interest to us. And I tell you what, I'm glad he did, because he put on a spectacular show. Whales are curious creatures, and that natural curiosity often gets the better of them. They'll regularly come in nice and close to the boats to say g'day. Now, some of the boat staff recommend carrying on a little bit like this.
Whoa! Hey, mate, down you can! Come on! Way down! Let's go! Do you want him to come? See it?
Apparently this entices them in, and maybe it works. But personally, I think it takes away from the incredible experience of being just meters away from a 30-ton whale.
Every breath holds a moment, everyone a chance to take. You can see it if you close your eyes. We already know the way.
Good morning, guys. It is the next day here in Hervey Bay, and I've had a bit of time to reflect on how epic that whale experience was yesterday. Couldn't really talk because it would have kind of just ruined the moment for everyone else, but there was a few in particular that were just coming right up to the boat and just hanging out, and you don't realize how big these guys are until you are that close to them. So a really special encounter. And then this morning, Just out on the Urungan Pier. I think the pier's about 800 meters long. So heading all the way out there, I've heard reports you can see some pretty cool like seabirds, even dugongs off the end of the pier there. It's a nice morning walk. Don't know if it's gonna be much of a sunrise. It's a bit cloudy. You can see Fraser Island over that way. Pretty magical morning. And after I've checked out the pier, I'll tell you what else I'm up to. So peaceful out here on the pier. You can't really hear too much of the hustle and bustle of the town. It's mainly just the wind and the waves and the seabirds calling. Bumped into an osprey having his brekkie before, which is pretty cool. But now it's time to head back to the marina and hop on another whale watch tour. You didn't think I was just gonna do one, guys. I'm here in Hervey Bay. It's the best thing you can possibly do. So I'm gonna do another one this morning. If I find out you've been here and haven't done a whale watch tour, I'll be pretty disappointed because you just can't beat it.
On this second trip, there were even more whales than the first time, and we saw something called a heat run, which is where a number of males pursue a single female for mating rights. But I reckon the highlight was seeing this beautiful mama whale with their brand new baby right in close to Fraser Island. This baby was only a few days old and completely reliant on mum. What a way to end my time in Hervey Bay.
I said it before, definitely recommend you come out whale watching in Hervey Bay during this migration season. It's a really special place for the whales, and just being in their presence, man, it's absolutely magic. But now it's time to hit the road. I'm running a little bit behind because the boat got in a bit later than expected, but that's all good. Gonna start heading north towards the little town of 1770. Now, if you want to join me for the rest of this trip, guys, and see what I get up to, be sure to hit that bell so you know every time I upload a video. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do that as well. And like down below so more people can see these videos and some of the amazing things you can do right here in Queensland. Thanks for letting me ramble on, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Time to take this spray jacket off. I think the day's warmed up. Whew.